Yo, this is Mel C talking, and I just want to let you guys know you're listening here. You need to go look down underneath below here. Like everything, love it. Follow me on Instagram, Mature Mel. Do it if you're smart.
Hey everybody, get ready, cause it's mature adult time. Mature adult time, yeah.
Nice.
Hey, welcome to Mature Adult Time. I'm Mark.
I'm Eric Cass.
Mel C.
Serafina Costanza.
Nicholas.
Waversky.
We're back. One of us is down, and we're about to find out why.
What up, Sarah? Fina. I was gonna say what up, Fina. I'm sorry, guys. I was I was a little dyslexic there.
Well, I fell down the stairs Saturday night. I was sober all night at this fucking party, and I had to leave,
That's
do
why.
my show. Then I came back to the party, and I fell down basement steps. So like basically almost everyone's out of the party except for me, my husband, and the people that live there, right? And there's karaoke downstairs, so my friend wanted to do one last song of karaoke, and we went down there, and I was like, dude, but the other guy already closed it up, right? She was like, whatever, let's just do it. And so she turned on the light, and she then dropped her completely full drink, right? So I was like, it's okay, I got this. So I ran up the stairs, grabbed a full thing of paper towels, and then started running down the stairs. And as I already said, I was wearing brand new Chuck Taylors. And from the second step, I fell. Basically, I waited to stop falling. That's how I was just like 15 stairs down.
Oh, it was 15 stairs?
What was the spot?
What? My friend Josh and Cindy's house.
Oh,
Their
shit.
basement
I
stairs.
got two questions after their
Damn,
two
dude.
questions. So the person that's filled, is that a good friend of yours?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I'm just gonna stop at question number one.
Damn, were you trying to get her lawyered up?
Oh no! I was just gonna be like, this is why Thug Rule 102. This is why you don't play Captain Save-A-Ho.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
No.
Never
Like,
help
your
somebody.
towel.
you know?
No, I mean, they
I ain't
throw...
running up the stairs for your mess, bitch.
No,
You
they
go up. I'll
throw
wash
a bomb
this.
ass.
I'll make sure nobody slips.
Right.
No,
They
just
throw
kidding.
a bomb ass
I'm
like
kidding.
and that's probably why too, because my shoes were wet from that shit. And it's like
Just a
the
Halloween party.
yeah, and
Why
like
didn't you
they
drink?
go all out. I was drinking at that point. When
After
I got
you
back.
fall, you gotta drink.
No, after I
Like Chumbawamba
left,
said.
I drove from Santa Monica back to Glendale, and then I started drinking, and I told Andy, sober up because you're driving home, and he was like, what? And then he did.
Were you dressed up at this Halloween party?
Yeah, I
Who
was
fell?
I was Evil Morty.
Evil Morty fell
Oh,
on
I
his
like
ass.
that,
That's
dude.
what he gets. It's
Evil
karma.
Morty would.
Evil
well,
Morty
no,
would
Evil
never
Morty
fall.
would not
He's too
fall.
small.
Yeah.
He's too smart.
I was just Morty, I guess.
At that point, Wait, but you were saying Chuck Taylor's, and Eric was saying something interesting about that
I should sue them.
that I
Chuck
didn't know.
Taylors.
Yeah, yeah, you definitely should sue him because I just saw today, which is funny because you told me the story the other day, but I saw today that
I told
Chuck Taylors have a little bit of felt on their soles, like a very, very thin layer of felt. And the reason they do that is because they can be classified as slippers at that point. So they save money on taxes. So there's definitely a lawsuit there for
Yeah,
sure.
that's some bullshit, man. You don't want felt on your.
I
unless you're
should.
bowling
This
shoes.
is now going to be, what is it? Submitted to court evidence.
Absolutely, and you had no
This
idea about
story.
that prior to buying those shoes, correct?
Correct.
You thought it was a rubber sole that would maybe help you adhere to the ground better with
They're
traction.
super slippery.
Yep. Ooh.
Was there a warning? Was there a warning on it?
Correct.
Did you know that there was felt?
No, I did not.
Dude, it sounds like this company put your life in danger.
Oh yeah, I could have died. And then I made the
Correct.
mistake by telling my mom I fell down the stairs, and then she goes, "I knew something was wrong." You did not know
She
anything was
sensed it.
wrong.
Could
and then
she feel
goes-
it? Like, could she feel it too? Like,
then
did
she
she fall
goes,
down the stairs at the same
I
time?
thought that was a twin thing.
Do you ever see the Corsican
She-
belt?
wants to
She
be
fell
that
out of a vagina. She didn't share one.
And then she was like, "Did you hit your head?" I'm like, "Oh God, I'm gonna hear about this fall forever." I forget. I can't tell her shit because then it's just gonna be like, "You okay? Watch the bruises. If they get worse, you gotta go to the doctor." Yeah, I know.
Ooh.
I'm
Did you
40.
hit your head?
You know
No.
You
what?
didn't answer
Yeah.
that part.
I
Yesterday.
didn't.
You know, I had to like lawyer on my dad today because he went to, so we worked together and I called him and asked him if he wanted to relieve me to relieve himself, technically speaking. And he said yes. So he showed up to the bar yesterday to relieve me from work, and my little sister and my daughter were both in the car asleep. mind you, I have a 2-year-old. My dad has a 4-year-old.
Oh, do they get
Okay.
along? I'll ask you that another
yes,
time.
no.
Sorry.
But it was just funny because he showed up and I was having a conversation. I wasn't drinking. I had a freaking High Life in my koozie for like 3 hours. The same fucking High Life. So when I was leaving, I just took the High Life out of the koozie so I could take my koozie home. And he's like, "You're drinking?" Like, dude, I had like 2 beers within fucking the whole time I've been here. Which is all day. Which was maybe a lie, but I hadn't drank prior to him on his way. That, you know?
It's all good. We get it.
But
He's wrong.
anyway,
Yeah.
I wasn't like drunk. And so he came and he like immediately was like, "Okay, go." And he was like in a rush for me to go. I was hungry. I went to In-N-Out, got myself a double mustard grill. Does everybody know about
Yeah, I
mustard
know
grill?
about mustard.
What's
I just
this?
learned about that. It's
I don't know
genius.
about it at all.
It
Brought
is
to you by
genius.
In-N-Out.
A mustard grill, you could fucking ask for a mustard grill and they grill your bread with mustard. So they like splat on the mustard on your bread. I would imagine that they got that from fucking SpongeBob. That sounds like a Krabby Patty move. But I'm just saying, Plankton, I hope he's not listening. But like,
Plankton
you know,
better get off this podcast.
They put the bread on the grill and then they add pickles to it. And that is that's like mustard grilling to your burger.
I like pickles.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It's so good.
I didn't know In-N-Out had pickles. I don't think I've ever had pickles on there. Unless it's
Animal style.
it's an animal style, you're right.
An animal style burger
Yeah,
has
yeah, you're
pickles.
right. No,
But yeah,
there's
anywho.
pickles in the sauce.
So, you know, he tells me to go. I go, I get my burger, I go home. Then I got to get a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old out of the fucking, out of the car. So get them out, get them in the car. And then I poured myself a glass of wine and went home that night.
That's nice.
Today, when my dad got home from work, he yelled at me and told me, "You were drunk driving last night. It's really irresponsible. Mila's going to end up without parents." And I'm like, "Bro, first of all, don't jinx me.
Damn.
Second of all,
Voodoo and shit.
you came to the bar and let me leave with your child and my child. So what you're telling me right now, officer, is that you accused me of drunk driving, but you gave me the keys of the car."
Correct.
He let you.
Sounds like entrapment.
Yeah. And then he goes, "Oh, so you just flipped it on me?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm just saying, I'm cooperating with your story here. If I was drunk, maybe I've been
this is
arrested
all
too much
allegedly,
to know the
dude.
lingo, but I'm cooperating with your story, bro. You said I was drunk, so why'd you give me car keys to drive your kid and my kid
if
home?
that's the case.
Because if that's the case, I wouldn't have done it.
Right.
I wouldn't have let a drunk driver drive drunk with my baby. And then it was like a mute. And I ended it with, because it was like, I lowered up on your ass and now I'm going to guilt daughter your ass. It was like, it was really wrong of you to say that to me last night. And I walked away.
Man.
Mic drop. Bam. Like.
Damn. Another mic dropped into the bowl.
But
of
it's like,
guilt.
fucking parents. You can't tell them shit or you can't do shit in front of them because then they just flip the script.
Yeah, no, well, it's like it wasn't a problem until you made it a problem. You know what I mean? Now something happened and you got mad about something, and now you're trying to bitch
In case
about
anybody
it.
was wondering, the sound in the background, that's us making our red wine brew. Sorry, Serafina, for interrupting you, but the pour, it was perfect. I had to get in on
They
it.
all sound so pretty.
Yeah, I was like,
Let's fill them up.
sounded like
Our gas tank's going. Okay, now that we're on something that's going, we're racy, we're fiery. Eric, can you please share some news with us? I'd really like to get some political.
yeah. Bum us out, bro.
All right, let's get bummed out. Let's get
let's
bummed out.
bum us out.
All right, so should we start with the Hollywood bum out or the Washington bum out?
I
Which
think
one do you want to go?
Washington, because Hollywood,
Yeah.
we're still gonna be
That's
stars.
Too
you
punny
know?
if you use bum out on that one.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So today, the first 2 indictments came down for Trump's campaign. So Paul Manafort and Rick, what's his fucking
Gates.
Rick Gates.
I was gonna say Gaines.
Yeah, Rick Gates were indicted on 12 counts. And
Serious stuff.
on top of that, there was
Conspiracy.
conspiracy. I mean, it was all money laundering. It's basically
And
money
treason.
laundering stuff. No treason yet, I don't think, but that's probably coming down the line. But then there was also someone, Papalopoulos, whatever the fuck his name
Oh yeah,
is.
Papa Lopo.
Which, yeah, we're just gonna call him Papa, I think. But
I'm not
he,
calling no one
I
Papa.
ain't
He-
calling nobody Big Papa other than B.I.G. man.
You had the big.
but he preemptively already pled guilty. So
Well, he was arrested back in July.
he was originally arrested back in July.
So what they're saying now is from July until now, he's been possibly wearing a wire.
Yeah, I have heard that as well.
That's the most evil type of evil. But good for him, I guess, Fucking worm.
Wearing the wire, wearing the wire, or getting
Yeah.
arrested.
Both. All of
Yeah.
those things. First of all,
God, this
be a
is so
man. I thought it was kind of cool that they all got to turn themselves in, though.
No, they got to turn themselves in, and they posted bail, or they haven't posted bail, but bail was set today for Gates and Manafort, and they're going to let them on house arrest until bail is given.
Yep.
That sounds about rich.
Yeah, you know, that's like
They should
the
become
average, the thing they do to average citizens, I think.
They're on. It's blue collar crime. They're on house arrest and their passports are taken away from them.
Yeah,
They
because
get to
someone.
live in those mansions still.
More ice. Do
Oh,
you
no,
want
I'm
more
good,
ice?
thank
I think they're limited to like 3 of their 6.
Oh man, mansion restrictions. That's inhumane.
Because someone that you're, accusing of laundering upwards of $75 million, over the past, decade, probably doesn't have a secret stash and extra passports hidden away to get, to bounce out when they need to.
That
Like, yeah.
motherfucker has a clone waiting. It's gonna be in a vegetative state, just sitting in his bed. He'll probably die off while he
Or
off
frozen.
to Argentina, where the rest of his people like to flee. Too much? Too much for you guys?
Heavy. You just bummed it out.
That was a bum out, bro.
Bum out, bro.
You've been bummed out. Now to go to the Hollywood bum out.
All right, so and then I guess today I saw that, or maybe it happened yesterday evening, but Kevin Spacey was accused of sexual advances on a 14-year-old boy
When he was
from
26.
when he was 26. So this happened like 30 years ago.
So that
Happened
means it's okay, right?
No, but that's part of. It's important because it's part of his excuse.
his excuse. He put out a statement, and his excuse was that he was drunk.
This one will go this way.
He doesn't remember. He sincerely apologizes if the memories are true, and he would also like to take this moment to come out as gay.
First of all,
Oh,
I thought
he wants a
everyone knew he
cookie.
was gay.
It wasn't. He never officially said it.
Oh, but I thought it was just kind of assumed when you're a man
Yeah.
that old and you don't have wife or kids that you're like, yeah, you're gay. And
I was just like,
That's fucked up. 'Cause that's a lot of guys that go to my place, and I really.
probably all gay. You have a gay bar. It's all good. I go there.
I mean, that's
It's
fine.
the
I'm not
cinema.
saying
It's not that there's anything wrong with that. Yeah.
Hey.
But
I
no,
love
but
'em. I love
also,
'em all.
also, I legitimately can kind of believe that you would forget about that 30 years ago. I could barely remember shit 10 years ago.
He was
But-
14 years old. See, that's my problem. Is he was 14 years old.
But is it
Time out.
one from 30 years ago? Has he had like a history of it till then? Then it's fucked up.
Wait
But
a
Yeah, he has. He
That's
has.
no,
That's
that's
gross.
not okay. I'm sorry. Time out. It's not okay if it happened, whether he forgot about it or not. The fact that he is not comfortable with denying something like that, if he thinks that his gay state of mind can fucking do that, or drunken state of mind has the.
well, it
even
has nothing
the
to do with being gay.
No, it
At all.
no,
No,
it doesn't.
no.
No. But
No.
the fact that he goes,
Yeah,
oh,
like,
well,
why
I
are you
was
chilling
drunk.
with a kid?
I don't remember. I'm sorry if it happened.
But and I'm not.
also gay.
What?
It's like, bro, hold up. Time out. If I were accused of
Who's
something
this
like
kid?
that, I wouldn't have.
But so let me play a little bit of devil's advocate because I've definitely been so drunk that I think I made out with my friend's sister before. I'm not quite sure. I woke
All
up.
that
You
shit,
know what I
ain't
mean?
gonna
is it like a
fucking-
So I
hazy
don't-
memory?
So I don't
Question.
really know what I did, but and again the person was younger, but if you are so fucked up, maybe, and I'm just playing devil's advocate here, maybe he didn't know how young that person was.
I agree with that.
They were in a play together. They were in a Broadway
I'm
play
sorry,
together.
I don't agree with
Okay,
that.
I didn't know
Tomorrow,
that.
I'm
Oh,
gonna fucking get
so the
you.
14-year-old's
so
a
they
part of the
worked
cast.
together.
Yeah,
Work
They
together.
They worked
working
together. Yeah, they worked
Okay.
together.
No, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
sorry,
it was-
Serafina. What are you telling? Right now, I've been belligerently drunk. I've done a lot of things that I don't remember. I've slapped the shit out of for somebody, and I don't remember. And
Yeah,
two of my
for
friends
somebody?
said it, but time out. If somebody
But you're
told
saying
me
that's within your character.
yeah, it's within my character. Like when I heard that I did that, it was very believable.
Okay.
Like if somebody tells me that I don't even want to say that sentence because
That's
it's
a good.
fucking
That,
wrong.
no, that's a good
like,
point. That's a good point.
It's my
Yeah.
personality. I'll slap the shit out of somebody in a heartbeat. I'll do lots of things. I'll steal toilet paper. I'll steal hand soap.
Everyone
There's
steals
stupid
toilet
shit
paper, dude.
that I would
Duh.
do that maybe other people will look down on and say different.
backpack.
But if somebody tells me that I did something in that manner, that I'm sorry. I'm not okay with that. And guess what?
Yeah.
I've done something out of character, but it wasn't really not, but I did something on video. this year that I don't believe it, and so like I joke about it and I say, you know what, I don't remember, it didn't count. But when that action is believable rather than something nasty and dirty like that, because your subconscious, I would like to say that when you're drunk, you just give no fucks, but it doesn't mean that you turn into a totally different, nasty, evil person to do
Well,
something.
I don't know. Some people do turn into crazy people when they drink.
Yeah, but no
But
one
not
said he was
sexually.
drunk.
Yeah. Well, no,
He
he
did.
said
He
he
says
said
he was.
He said he was
So
drunk.
basically, the setup
So,
was he
at
was.
the
This
play?
is what I'm saying,
Or is
though,
it a
and I'm
cast
not
party?
defending him. I'm
I
just playing
don't-
devil's advocate. But I'm saying the fact that also he's saying, well, he was drunk means that he does have a memory of this.
He probably remembers
Yeah.
the play. Like,
He was-
Let
so-
me be more
the
devil's
story-
advocate. Who's
Thank
this
you.
kid? Has that kid
He's an
ever?
actor.
Yeah.
Did he make it though, or is it someone that would
He
get
did.
a good
It-
story? So
I
he's
don't-
alive right now and working.
I
as
don't
an
remember.
actor?
I don't remember his name, unfortunately.
So,
I think it,
he's
I
not
think his
Kevin
la-
Spacey
I think
level.
his last name is Rep. He was Pirate Steve in Dodgeball. It's that guy.
Dodgeball's a good movie.
Oh, Pirate Steve. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't.
Pirate Steve.
Yeah.
His name is Pete something, I believe, right?
He's in the Firefly movies.
Pete. Yeah, he's in the Pete.
Oh, he did
Pete
great.
Rap or something
So
like
I
that.
he
love that guy.
He was
He-
so
he's
basically-
the guy.
Yes.
So
that
so,
guy's the shit.
We need to know the whole story
Alright, so
before we
basically-
start diving
alright.
in this shit.
all right,
Okay,
so
but I'm
basically,
saying, like,
hold on.
did
So
he-
I'll give you the
Hold on,
flirted with
Eric,
them?
hold on, Eric's gonna give
I'll
us
give
the
you.
rundown.
I'll give you some more of the background just to prove how shitty Kevin Spacey seems to be. It was 1986. It was at a cast party for a Broadway. I believe it was a Broadway play that they were at, or that they were both working on.
Okay.
The name is Anthony
Rap.
Anthony Rapp.
Anthony Rapp.
Okay.
Not Peter.
Okay. I think the character was. Anyways.
Yeah. No, the character was Steve. It's Pirate Steve.
Oh yeah. I was talking about it.
But anyway, so they had a party, and according to and you can go look up Anthony Rapp's story because he has posted this. But according to him, he showed up at this party, was basically put in a bedroom and watched TV most of the time because it was an adult party.
By who?
It didn't sound like he was upset about it, like he was forced to be in this bedroom. Like
No,
he
I get
just-
it when you're a kid.
he showed
you're
up.
separate,
Yeah,
so-
just
but
like
so his
okay.
parents brought him, maybe, or was it his agent?
Yeah, you're vulnerable.
That part, that I don't know.
See, like, because I'm already like looking at like this is
Yeah.
a weird setup. Like,
Yeah.
was he partying at this party, or did he
No,
just
he
show
was-
up and us watch TV?
He was basically in the other room because it was. It
If
sounds
you're-
like it was a cast party, and from my understanding, he didn't realize that most of the party had left. And at one point, a drunk Kevin Spacey was swaying at the door. He describes him picking him up at one point like a bride, like what you would carrying a bride over the threshold,
like a little kid though.
like
That's fucked up.
and trying to lay down on top of him. And he says that he definitely knew at that point that he was trying to get sexual with him. I don't think anything happened on top of Kevin Spacey laying down on him. That he doesn't get into any of that. But let's just remember, this is a 26-year-old man trying to fuck a 14-year-old.
Yeah, that's-
like I don't care how drunk. Like I don't care how drunk. If you want to say this is out of character or that's out of character, like. There are so many levels of wrong of this, and taking advantage of a child is like the most level of wrong in my mind. Taking care of someone that's taking advantage of someone that's vulnerable is
Absolutely.
Time out.
Yeah.
Also,
And he's
okay.
credible though. That's the whole thing. It's just when I heard this, I'm reading it secondhand from things, and people are saying this kid said this or whatever. But now you know who it is. You're like, no, that's a credible motherfucker.
I
Just
also-
for the record, by the way, you guys were talking about Alan Tudyk. That's not who would have.
Yeah.
The guy from Firefly is not.
Oh,
That's
no,
Alan
never mind.
Tudyk.
I like that guy
That's
so much.
it was super.
The stories
They're all
changed.
redheads.
I'm
so
back
it's like
on
it's
Kevin
hard.
Spacey's side again. No, I'm just kidding.
he was Pirate Steve though, right?
I don't
No.
think so. No, I think
No,
that's
he
a
wasn't.
different
Who was
guy.
he?
That's
Oh
a
my
different-
gosh, we're
that's a
starting
third
rumors.
actor.
No, we have to.
Listen.
It's not rumors. We're getting to the bottom of it. This is good.
But
I was
when I was
joking.
listening to
Thank
the
you,
news
Nick.
this morning about the Kevin Spacey thing too, it was mentioned that this wasn't the first person to accuse him of such things, which
Not good,
it's
dog.
not, it's
Well,
not good. Kevin Spacey is like
He submitted. I mean, he filed a false police report a couple of years ago.
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey did because apparently one of the things that was a Hollywood known secret is that he would take people to parties or have parties, get young men drunk, take them home and try to blow them. And one of the guys ended up attacking him and assaulting him, and he filed an assault police report when it ended up, no, it was more self-defense.
But how old was that guy?
That was an adult.
I mean, how about this? The timeout.
So is that gay bashing now?
I'm gonna be. Well,
What?
I'm gonna be a little bit
How
devil's
aggressive is he?
advocate on Serafina's because okay. So why do you think that people are taking so long to come out with this? It's like okay, like I don't want to
It's
say
hard to say.
I don't want to I cannot discredit because again we've already been through this. We already know that people have personal, stories, including myself. So I don't want to take it lightly. That's not what I'm doing at all. But why do you think people? Because this happened to me years ago, and I've been open about it since the day it happened. That's just kind of who I am. But
Kevin Spacey tried to blow you.
no. I don't
Bitch, you
have
hang out on me.
I do not have a penis. But I just think, why now? Why are you coming out now? You are somebody who makes money.
I
right?
often think about that.
Do you think that you can't live with it he can't live with it anymore and he has to tell somebody? But why does it have to become a public story? Is my only thing is that people that it's publicized
Well, with
things
that
in
kid,
this
it sounds
manner.
gross.
It's like, what do you? I know, but he's not a kid anymore. He's an adult and he has money.
Yeah, but is he
So-
doing it to other kids? That's the
Exactly.
fucked
So
up
is
part.
that why he's putting it out? Because you can call the
Well, I
cops.
think
You
No,
can
it
call the
sounds
cops.
like he
You
was.
can go
It sounds
report
like
it.
he's
You
gay.
can tell people in his
for
his
sure.
life.
Right?
Well, I mean, a lot of it comes down to who's gonna believe you. I mean, and that's a constant thing, and I think that's a constant thing that people deal with.
So
is
something
there
is
is so
more believable?
there's so many people that like all of the women who have come out against Harvey Weinstein. Like, how many of them were told just take the fucking settlement because no one's gonna believe you. He has this much money. He's gonna crush you. Same thing with Bill O'Reilly. Same thing with Trump, our fucking president. Like it's how many like aspiring young actors are going to come out and say that Kevin Spacey, tried to make a pass at them.
A lot.
Like,
But is making a
How-
pass?
but-
is making a pass wrong? I get with the kid it is, but with other adults, is that wrong? Like if Kevin Spacey hits on me, should
I guess,
I'll
okay.
make it a federal case now.
No.
I guess
That's what
no.
I'm saying.
I'm
And
not.
that guy shouldn't have beat him up.
But if it's a thing that
What
what,
do you mean?
Eric is saying that but that's different.
That's
Eric
wrong.
was saying that he would get them like super wasted and then like kind of like trap them and then put advances on him
Exactly.
instead of like
Exactly. That
tricking and
sounds
Trying to
shitty.
take advantage of me, I'm gonna fuck you up. That's different rather than if he just made a move on him. Like if you're hanging out with somebody
Exactly.
and you make a move on me, I have the option to just
No, for sure.
kindly refuse the
Yes.
offer and then don't push yourself on me. But if you are like giving me something, which girls being a woman, I've done this. I'll play you just as much as you think you're playing me. But I'm stronger than you and I'm bigger, so I can drink more.
Who are you talking to? She's staring at the roof.
I
right
know.
now.
I'm saying that's like men of
She's
the past.
challenging God.
I'm talking to men of the past, Like, I'm gonna do your drugs, I'm gonna do all that, and then I'm gonna leave. But, like, shame on you for thinking that you're gonna fuck me up and get me, discombobulated to the point where you're gonna fucking hop on
I
me.
agree. No one should be raped. I'm asking if he's just putting advances on guys, offering them
Wasn't
blowjobs
it
and a
nice?
ride home.
Eric's keywords
I guess
were get set drunk.
making a
He
pass.
said he said throwing parties and then that he would offer them rides home and try to give them blowjobs. That's what I heard. Was he like pouring shots down their mouth and then?
Well, no. I mean, this is
people's mouth. I didn't try to take them home.
I saw that. That's fun.
You saw that?
I saw
Yeah,
that.
you know.
Well, I think to answer your question though,
Just
like
for-
I've
why
taken
now?
people home, no problem. Like, hey, you need a ride home? Bloop, bloop,
Your
drop you
opinion.
off.
Why
I'd like
now?
to hear
It's,
your
I think
opinion.
it's the environment is making it's a lot safer to do it now,
Yeah.
and people
Okay.
and people are going to believe you more so now than before because it's at the forefront of all this.
Okay, I can get that because there's backup now. There's people that are comfortable enough. I guess.
but
I
what
guess that
about-
would also be refreshing.
What
right?
about the thirsty, like, trapper type of people that are going to want to cling on to this and be like, yeah, that fool did that to me too.
Well, fuck them. I guess you
Or
know.
that did that. Or
I
like-
mean,
But
it's
here's
like
the
boy who
thing,
cried
just like
wolf.
Cosby,
What if your
just like
boss
Cosby,
doesn't give
who
you
knows?
a raise or something? So I'm not like if someone uses it against you. Like, what if someone just started accusing me? Are you guys gonna believe that?
No, because that's not
But
your
you would, 'cause
personality.
what if they're like, wait, I wrote it online?
I wouldn't.
Oh, if
because
online,
I've heard
in
about
line,
your
I would
dick
believe
hole
it for
plenty.
sure.
I've heard about your dick
We
hole
would,
plenty,
we
bro.
would ask
I
them
know,
that one
I know.
question.
Yeah.
We'd ask them, well, what does his dick hole look like?
Yeah.
And then we'd know.
Draw his dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to say that too. No offense to anybody who was not a big dick or anything.
Well, because here's what I'm saying. Like when it's a kid that's fucked up and he shouldn't be doing that at all. Has he done that and is he still doing that?
Well, you don't know
Well,
what just
other
came
kids
out
don't.
yesterday.
That's what I'm
Now
saying.
we'll
This
know.
is-
Now
these are my
we'll know
questions.
it's
I'm not
new.
trying to pass judgment.
Well, maybe next Monday we could touch up on it because maybe
It's still
we'll
gross.
see
I don't
if
want-
people hop
I
out
don't want to touch
on
up on
it.
anything in this subject.
Did you guys see that
Put it on.
Corey
I know.
Feldman? What he is now saying something to the effect that
Like
like
he's trying to fundraise.
he's going to
for,
come out and finally make a feature film pointing the fingers at all the people in Hollywood that have done all these terrible things.
He's just
but
writing
only
for free.
only once he makes $10 million on
Yeah,
Kickstarter.
he's fundraising a fucking documentary to
Yeah.
point out pedophiles.
Also, he's a pedophile.
No,
No, but
He's
he might. He's a weirdo too.
either
He
wants
has
to help or
women.
he doesn't. Like you need
You're a
$10
fucking
million
weirdo.
to just name names that you
Me
already
or
know.
him?
By
Him.
holding back the
Not you.
information, I think you're just being.
Yeah, Corey
You're already
Feldman.
an asshole.
Wait,
Corey
Whether or
Feldman's a
not,
disgusting
the
man.
fact that
He
he thinks
li-
he needs to profit off of it is just ridiculous.
But is
Corey
it-
Feldman lives with a bunch of women that he pays to like live in lingerie. All right, yes.
Well, no, not.
so can I back up for a moment?
I wasn't
You
cutting you
said
off.
the fundraiser was how much?
10 million was what
10 million?
for on Kickstarter, I believe,
Give me a break.
to do a feature film documentary where he's going to name names of people.
You don't need
that
that
he
much
already
for a
knows.
documentary.
It's him. He just needs a camera
Yeah,
and
he
some
just
tape.
needs to.
Just
But
point
he
at
doesn't
himself
want
and
to.
start
He doesn't want to.
speaking.
If he's trying to do the same thing that we were touching up on earlier today. I don't think on the podcast.
I mean, you
but-
are always gonna have like bandwagoners, people trying to profit off some shit.
Exactly. Like, why wouldn't you do it out of the kindness of your heart if you really want to expose them? You don't really want to expose them. You want to make money off the suckers that want them exposed.
But we were just
It's not a story.
we were just talking about how the fact that now it's safer for people to actually do it. So if Corey Feldman's just going to come out and say these things, like how many people are going to believe him? Like, is he a believable person anymore? Because everything that our society is based upon now is how believable are you?
Yeah,
You know,
he doesn't
and-
seem very.
He's been teasing it in the media for years.
Yeah.
Like decades he's been talking about this but not releasing names. If it's real, he's been helping those people this whole time.
I agree
so
with
he's
that.
a big piece of shit. He
I know, I
uses
do
If
agree
you
with
know
that, yeah.
something like
His-
that and you're not doing anything
his
about it,
lifestyle-
then you're an
yeah.
enabler. And
His
you're,
lifestyle's a user.
Just as guilty.
He tricks women from all over the country and the world to come live with him and makes them sign weird contracts, much like R. Kelly does. The guy's a disgusting human being anyways. The fact that he's trying to bribe people for hidden knowledge like shouldn't surprise you at all. Like he's claimed to have this for a long time. His friend Corey Haim killed himself because Corey Haim probably really was molested. Corey Feldman, if he knows anything, he's a garbage human being for holding it back because he's been documented on so many things saying, I know about the pedophiles, I know who they are, and Hollywood needs to watch out. That sounds like someone making empty threats to people that cut off his career, and I can see that, but if not, if he really knows, then he's just a piece of shit, man. Like, he should be arrested. That's fucking garbage.
I agree.
I agree with that too. I have to say something. We were talking way more about the Hollywood stuff than the government stuff.
It's more
I
fun.
feel that's
Stuff?
interesting.
Well, you know
But-
what?
Well,
Because
that's
it's more
local.
believable. It's local, and it's like
It
it's
is.
more.
Dude.
There's more facts that we can talk about and comment about rather than what we
Because
heard on the news.
it's like we can have effect and be involved in that. I think on a more immediate basis than because we could stop watching the movies, we can stop buying the stuff. And the government right now is just kind of like
I'm
we're
trying to
watching
get those
that.
jobs. No.
But did you guys see the Ben Affleck one?
What did Ben Affleck do?
What did he do?
That's believable, though.
It's on tape.
Ben
It's
Affleck
on tape.
definitely.
I feel like Ben Affleck's definitely
That was a
harmed some
Fuck the hooker and
prostitutes.
did cocaine. Please tell me.
Yeah, what was it? What did he
I
do?
don't know too much.
No, I was just pointing it out.
What do you do?
What did he do?
What was it?
So Ben Affleck, it's on tape. I think it was like MTV or something, and he's like being interviewed, and he was talking about, I think, kind of just what he did, to, like just how they can get away with stuff. And he like leaned over, and he couldn't really see, but he like leaned over and hugged her, and just kind of like side boobed, felt her up.
It was on
And she was
TRL.
like-
Yeah, it was
she was
on
like,
TRL.
oh, what the heck? And
But
you
he's
Back in the
single,
totally
right?
see it.
He's single.
But this must be a long time ago if it's MTV.
Yeah, it was on TRL.
Yeah, it was TRL.
back in the day.
So this is just caught, and everyone was just like, look how cool he is.
Hold on, who is staring at an old ass TRL clip of fucking
That
Ben
girl
Affleck?
never
No,
remembers
she
it.
remembered
Yeah.
it because people are saying it's like, oh, this is coming out now. It's like, oh yeah, I've experienced that. Here's my story,
I
and
did-
I'm sure that she's told that to other people
Yeah.
before.
yeah.
I've been saying it
Oh,
for
I
years.
get
Rich
that.
wouldn't
I
have been
didn't
getting
get
over
that.
too much. As a poor
My
guy, I've never been
apologies.
allowed to just get side boob.
And it wouldn't take
I have
that
to
long to
save
be
up.
like, oh, Ben Affleck and this person were on this episode of TRL. I'll watch that for a minute.
You know what? I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna say something. fuck all these fucking people on TV that are talking about it. I fucking live real life. How many fucking dumbasses have side swooped my boob
all
and
the
done
time.
dumb shit like that since I was a fucking teenager? And that's on some pervert shit. My science teacher in middle school used to ask the girls to give him fucking back massages, and I fucking
What's his
told that
name?
fool to
Out him.
Mr. Montes. He was already outed. He's
Oh,
a fucking
okay.
Chester. Mr. Montes.
She said Chester. What's a Chester?
Fucking
That's
Chester.
Chester.
You don't know what Chester?
No, see,
I just-
Chester.
Oh, okay.
I didn't
And
know.
told
I didn't know until
my
before.
dad
But
that, like, you know, he was mean and he gave me a bad grade because I would never ever refuse to give him his little stupid little massages. All the dumb little Latinas used to do it. Hell no, if I ain't touching your hairy ass, you look like
Ugh.
no.
See, that's why I'm glad I only have a
And
son.
my dad and you know what? I got bad grades and I had behavioral issues. So like I was like the boy who cried wolf because my dad's like, yeah, you just have bad grades because people don't like you. And I'm like, well, no, this situation I'm telling you the truth is. And it never worked. And then I worked at Marie Callender's and I saw a newspaper get left there one day and I read it in this. I swear to you, he was on the news and I showed my dad and I was like, I told you that fool was a pervert and you didn't believe me. Like that fool was a pervert.
Dude, your dad raised
many
you
years
right
later?
so you wouldn't get molested,
Oh, yeah.
and you're still guilt tripping this
Hell
motherfucker.
yeah. Oh no, my dad and my mom raised me right. Do you know that I'm seeing somebody right now and we went to a bar and he bought me 2 shots and he left our shots at the bar to walk outside to tell me to come inside. And I was like, for what? And he was like, I got 2 shots of rum. And first I got mad because it was well rum and I'm just a bitch like that.
String cheese.
And
Yes,
then,
please.
yes, please. And then I was mad because I was like, don't ever do that again. Like, my dad taught me when I was like 14, 15, he was not in denial about his child. He told me, if you go to parties, if you do things, you better not leave your drink. You never leave a drink unattended. You never come back to it. You never drink it. To this day, I will not. I will not leave my best, anybody that I think is my closest friend, will not leave anybody with a drink. I will down that shit and leave. Never. And my dad taught me, up on game. Up on game.
Fun game. Down that shit.
Yeah,
Down
'cause
it.
you don't want to leave it.
I mean, you could be responsible. You could babysit it. You could sit there and relax. But I mean, if you want to go smoke weed like me, because you're, you know, just a savage
'Cause
like
you're cool
that,
in the
I'm gonna
game.
just down my beer and I'm gonna go outside and smoke with everybody else.
Oh yeah.
Match it.
Dude, I just lived a privileged dick hanging life. I just leave my
Exactly,
shit
right?
anywhere.
I mean, that's not really privilege. How do you know? I don't. You know,
Like,
girls.
fuck, man, I
girls
left
don't
my
wanna
drink
drug
fucking
you.
everywhere.
Where's my drink?
You guys might like it.
No, this isn't mine. I just touched it, dude.
Yo, one time I was driving.
We live in the golden age.
My roommate at the
For
time
us,
at
I
Best
mean, not for
Buy.
you. I'm sorry.
When she was a smoker,
was
and
smacking the
I
board with
didn't
the
know,
string
but
cheese
and I wasn't done with my soda. I had a can of Coke. She put her cigarette out in my Coke, and it was still halfway full. So we like park at Best Buy. I grab my Coke. I like go to down it, and I'm like immediately open the door and puke. I'm like, what?
Oh
the
shit! You didn't know?
hell?
Oh,
No.
that was a
Did it just
Friday.
like a filter hit your teeth or something? Like
I was like, no.
taste
I
of
was
it.
like, what? I was like, went to chug it, and I'm like, what am I? Ugh. It
That's
was
gross.
so bad.
That's fucking gross, dude.
I have to add to the podcast. Last Monday, we discovered that this iced coffee and red wine was the shit, but Serafina just gave us string cheese.
I know, I've been
And it
dipping
just
my
made
string
it-
cheese in it.
It just made it super fancy. Like, if we had a cracker right
wine.
now, we'd be shitting on Martha Stewart.
Yeah, I feel like this is how poor French people live.
The wine and cheese and coffee hour.
Oh, that was good. Taste it.
Oh god.
Oh yeah,
no.
so that's good. Don't leave your drinks unattended.
Don't.
I think is that what I walked away with.
Don't.
No, I usually don't, and I did once, and Melania yelled at me, so I won't do it anymore.
Oh, yeah, I did yell at you. I did. Because you got a fly in it.
Good friends.
Yeah, if someone might roofie you, or flies might get up in that shit. Either way, it's bad.
Yeah,
think it's great.
I'll
Did-
eat the fly.
Does anyone know, were roofies ever like a medical drug, or were they just used for? Like,
Yeah, it's
rape?
probably. I think
Because
it's a
I've
medical
never
drug.
heard of them being used as something like I've never heard of somebody.
It's just probably a sleep agent or
prescribed
something.
Like what is it?
I'm
Rohypnol.
Rohypnol?
Yeah, I'm-
Methanol.
I know
I'm
that 'cause I
sure.
recently saw an episode of 30 Rock.
But that's not the only roof. That's not the only thing somebody can give you.
Yeah, there's
to make you horny.
GHB
There's
and shit.
GHB,
Yeah.
which
And then that human
I
growth
drank
hormone.
GHB like willingly because I wanted to see if it was gonna make me feel freakier.
See,
But
Look at
it
this
didn't
shit.
because we were up to other extracurricular activities and the weirdo that I was with was driving, making us just watch porn and bumping it really loud.
Hell
with
yeah,
all the
this guy
windows
sounds
down.
classy as fuck.
So we're at red lights with porn.
What did you
Really high.
I'm gonna do all
And
these
all the
moves.
he locked the windows, so the windows we couldn't roll them up, and we were just it was just a fucking truck full of girls and this one dumbass fucking paisa
Wow, he's
bumping
killing it.
porn. He was not
Bumping
killing
porn.
it. It was the dumbest
Yeah,
thing
everyone
ever.
that pulled up next to him thought he was killing it. Truck full of
Well,
women.
truck
bumping
full of
porn.
women.
You have to look at it from an outside perspective.
I guess.
Sure, it was creepy
I
and
just
weird
thought it
in
was
that
weird,
truck,
so the GHB,
but outside it looked cool.
the GHB never really did it for me because all I thought was este pendejo.
That's right.
Like to drop me off, I'm ditching fourth period for this.
Yeah,
Fuck no.
that.
Take me
See,
back.
I don't drug women, but if I did, I think I'd give them that adrenaline shot to the heart, like in Pulp Fiction, and then you gotta wrangle them.
I grew up in
Get back here!
construction
Get
different
back!
world.
No, too much drugs.
Yeah.
That's
What
not a
world
good
did
idea.
you grow up in?
In Vermont, man. It's very not that.
It's a suburb of
Yeah.
the country.
So like,
The
It's a
biggest
almost state.
arguments were about like who made a better lacrosse stick. It was like the worst.
Dodger Stadium had a bigger population last week than his whole state.
Pretty close.
But that's cool because there's lots of trees.
trees.
Yeah.
Trees give us
Are
oxygen
good.
and
Trees is
shit,
great.
man.
I love
Vermont-
trees. I
Vermont's a
always wanted to
beautiful
live
place.
in a
God
tree.
planted them all there with single. He put them individually all there.
I wanted to live like Swiss Family Robinson.
In a tree? That'd be nice. I've always wanted to live on a boat.
Hey, we were at Disneyland, and they changed the Swiss Family Robinson tree into Tarzan, and
Yeah.
this chick threw her phone off.
Yeah.
We talked about that last week.
Yeah, we did.
Damn it! It's just so funny.
The Tarzan tree when I threw my phone, that was really funny.
Tomorrow I'm going to Universal Studios.
What are you doing there? Halloween? You're Halloween?
Oh yeah, tomorrow's Halloween.
You're just
Are
going
you
during
going
the
to the
day?
party?
You didn't even think about it?
Yeah, after.
Oh, okay, wait, so you're not just going to City Walk?
No, I
I
have
don't
a
think
pass.
people really go to City Walk unless they're Ghetto Valley people.
I go to City Walk.
What's City Walk?
It's like a little
Oh my
shopping
gosh,
center
can we
type
take
thing
you?
there.
You're a tourist.
Ghetto
Yes.
Valley people. They have
Yeah,
a
what
good
is it?
IMAX theater. It's just like
I
a
like the-
mall
it's not
shopping
even
center
a
next to
theater
the thing.
either.
Yes, it is.
okay,
I'm
so-
next to,
okay,
it's a
no.
mall shopping center next
I
to
gotta
it. What is
hold
it?
on, time
Next
out.
to
No,
Universal
time out.
Studios.
None of these people can tell you what City Walk is
Yeah, I
because I'm a
can.
Ghetto Valley person. No, you can't.
I've been
Did
there.
you grow up there?
No one grew up there.
I grew up there.
I visited there frequently.
I visited there all the time. It
Yeah?
was where you
Did you ever see a
went.
motorcycle accident there? I have.
I didn't. I saw. I mean, I was at the accident
Just saying,
there.
if you live
plenty.
there your whole life.
Anyway,
See
like
shit
okay,
like
so
that.
What
City
is
Walk,
there? What is
okay,
there?
City
Like,
Walk
it's
is a
gift
place.
shop
It's
built
a
like a
outside mall.
city.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a gift shop built like a city. There's King Kong taking over a building. They have like caddy shops, plenty of restaurants. They have like those water shooting holes out of the floor so kids get soaked. There are a bunch of clubs and bars there.
It's like a fake 3rd Street promenade.
Fake. You know what? Now he's talking shit
I
because he's
am.
not a Valley person.
So it's just a
I'm
little
not
like,
Valley
it's,
person.
so it's an
I'm
It's
outdoor.
way better. I
probably
think
not
it's way
about
better than the 3rd Street Promenade.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because it's history. It's movie history. So like Universal Studios
That
has
Dodger
like
store is
you know
not
have all
movie
the scenes.
history.
There's a Dodger store. So across from actually, I'm glad you brought up the Dodger store. Across from the Dodger store is a crepe cafe.
That place
Which
is
out
fun.
of the
Been there.
oh well, one of my closest friends probably made you a crepe years ago. Like Heather worked there.
You know what? I think it
from
was her.
Freaking shut up.
It was Heather, yeah.
You met Heather.
She made the creeps.
Wait, this is the Hollywood history.
Are you an
we're proud
asshole?
of?
Then that's not the Hollywood history, but that's why I grew up there. Like so, like crepe cafe. That's I mean, I got discounts, but they have savory crepes, they have sweet crepes, all the delicious crepes. But this was where all
Brought
the
to you
kids
by
would ditch
Savory Crepes.
ditch school. You ditch school and you'd walk around City Walk, but like it's
Only
like
bad kids
it's like yeah, Ghetto Valley kids. But like there's
That's
sheriffs
exactly
that
what
walk
she's been
around,
saying.
like sheriffs with like the Curious George hat sheriffs. You know,
Okay.
and they walk
Okay.
around and
I
you gotta
believe
like
they're
ditch
called
them, dodge
Mounties.
them. You gotta ditch them, dodge them, not get caught by them. But there's so
Cowboys.
much shit to do there. Restaurants, the movie theaters, and for Christmas, for the holidays, they got big trees. But it's also by Universal Studios. But it's like a massive hill to get up. So all of us, you know, memories of your parents dropping
It
you
looks
off
all
the bottom
Asian
of the
when you go
hill.
up there.
Yeah, you walk from the
Now they
bottom
have
of the hill.
a free shuttle.
Yeah,
oh no, the
it's
shuttle's
nice.
been there forever, but it's
No,
always
do you
cool
see-
to walk up the hill.
You seen the
Oh, I
uni-
did that
like
once
the
because I
track.
didn't know the
Hey.
shuttle was free, and I had to sit down and take a break. I was dying because it was like one of those hot days.
I walked
How
up
high?
that
How big's the
pregnant.
hill? How big's the hill? Like how
not
far
that
are we
bad.
walking?
It's pretty
It's
bad.
bad.
What are we
It's
talking
bad.
here?
It's steep, but it's not that
It's
bad
a
in a
city.
car.
It's a city.
It's bad. It's like a
Joe, did you
it's
see-
like a 10-minute
Hey,
walk. It's
I used to
not
do the
like a
metro line
five-
there all the
Straight up.
time. Hey, yes, for sure.
What?
I used to take the metro line there all the
What does it
time,
say?
and where I saw this motherfucker get hit by a motorcycle, now they have a whole over like roof bridge, like over the whole street. You're not even allowed to cross that street anymore. So they built this whole thing. Have you seen that? When you take the red
Yeah,
line?
yeah.
That's new and I like it.
Dude, I love Universal Studios is like my happy place.
It's fun.
Just go, even City Walk. I just go.
I
there
love
and I
that
just feel
Simpsons
good.
ride like a motherfucker.
And I hate. I don't really like
See,
the
you're a
Simpsons
chump.
ride.
That's why. I
Fuck
knew you
you.
had bad ride taste. You have
No,
horrible
it
roller.
gives me a head.
It's
It gives me a
simulator for
headache.
The Simpsons. It's the best.
It gives me a headache, and it's not the
All
best.
right, what's your
roller
ride there
coaster.
you like? It's not a roller coaster simulator. Anyways, what
Yeah.
ride do you like there? What's your jam?
What's not a roller coaster? Jurassic Park?
Fool, that's not a roller coaster either. But we're talking about
The
Simpsons
Mummy's
rides.
There's a
pretty
big
cool.
drop.
Mummy's a roller coaster.
But I
Well, I
think
remember the Mummy, that was cool.
The Harry Potter ride is sick. Have
I
you
think
been on
that-
The
yes.
Harry
I have.
Potter ride is tight as fuck.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I
That's
asked
like
her what her
and
favorite
it
ride
is a
was.
simulator.
I
Get
think
off
that's
your phone,
probably
dude.
that's both. That's both. It's
My dad's calling me.
it's
Excuse yourself then, dude.
it's
I don't answer. I'm listening.
it's a pretty
What I
intense
need
ride.
to-
Like when I first went on it, 'cause I had to test rides out for my friend who's not into roller coasters, so I went on it. And I didn't realize
You went
my
by
feet.
yourself?
Yeah, all the time I'd go on roller. So I went.
Lonely, dude.
I went and I had my boots on. You know I don't tie my shoes because I'm cool.
Yeah, super cool.
And so I didn't know my feet were dangling, and so I was like, "Fuck!" So I'm like, the whole time my toes are like all clenched up. I was like all uncomfortable, and I was like, "This ride's pretty cool."
So Ravenclaw of you.
Now I wear flip flops. I just take them off and sit on them.
I never watched.
I just wear shoes that stay on my feet.
I never
I do
watched
that too.
Harry Potter, but I went to Universal last year
First
with
of all,
my
you should read
family.
them.
No, my dad bought them all for me, and I
Read them.
didn't like
They're
fantasy.
so awesome.
No, I didn't like. I wasn't into fantasy.
It's
The
so
first
relatable.
fantasy book that I read that I enjoyed was Game of Thrones, and the only reason why was because I watched a couple of episodes of the first season before I started to read, so I was able to.
You like that? You like
Imagine.
Harry
It's gonna
Potter.
get down
Well,
on
yeah,
your
but
feet.
see, I liked it because I was able to imagine the characters. I have a zero imagination. Like I don't.
They already have the
I didn't play with
movies.
Barbies. I thought that was
Picture
dumb.
Hermione Granger
So
I
as
now-
like to play
Emma Watson.
freeze and freeze tag.
Freeze tag was
hide and
great.
go seek.
What was that volleyball one? Where you-
Volleyball. That
Oh,
you did a
sorry.
softball move.
I grew up
and
poor.
then you did volleyball. Wait, you
No,
said volleyball.
volleyball. It was the one on the.
Oh, no,
on the
tetherball.
court.
That's tetherball.
Tetherball.
Oh,
I like
I used to
tetherball.
fuck shit up on the tether.
Volleyball's
Yeah,
one of the
I couldn't
sexiest
play.
summer
You were like
sports.
fucking too tall for me.
I
to
was
play
tall.
that.
Yeah, hell yeah, I was tall. Just hit that shit up. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Dude,
yeah,
I
I don't
would-
think I'd ever want to play
I would
tetherball
jump
against you.
off the pole and snatch the wire when people did that. Like, not on my shit, dog. Fuck that.
Well, you got hops, guy.
Yeah, I was like, boom,
Yes,
and
you
slam
did.
it, hit me in the chest. I'm like, got this shit. Fuck you.
Hey, I like that.
Yeah, dude,
I like
I'd
a
fuck you up in
challenge.
Foursquare too, dude. Right in the corner.
You know what? Don't tell me you're gonna do something if we haven't done it. You know what? Fina made a good point last time, and we still came over here and we ain't even done shit. So now
Foursquare
I'm gonna call us
challenge.
out. We need to do what we say we're gonna do. I need to go eat in the dark. Or no, we need to eat in the
Yeah.
dark, and
Yeah.
I need to go stand in the dark.
All right, let's write
One
a
of the
blog
two.
about it.
A blog.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna blog, so I'll just tell
We
you
could
my
turn the
experiences.
lights off right now and just see how we feel.
Let's drink in the dark.
Not because I know who's gonna touch me. I already know who's gonna touch
Nick's
me. I
gonna
can feel
creep
the
up on
hands.
you. It's gonna. It's the
I
cat.
was not thinking far
It's
from
the
Nick.
cat.
We turn the lights on. Nick has cat paws on.
Hi, poor.
You're
You
the
know
closest one to her.
Okay.
Nah. No,
Well,
I
I
was
guess it's my
expecting.
turn.
I was just expecting Eric to be the first because I'd be the first to touch Eric.
You guys
Oh, yeah?
You guys
I'm
have
the-
been playing
oh, the lights
footsie
go-
this whole time.
The lights go out, and I'm the first
Well,
one
what
you
the
touch.
fuck? You're across from me, and the two people over here are married. So
See,
it's
here's
like
the
I want to
thing,
be wrong.
the
Like, I
lights
like
go
his
out.
ginger friend, so my ginger friend's who I'm gonna play with.
Thanks. So I'm the sorriest sacker on the table.
It's
Thank
not
you.
the stop. No,
This guy's a
I
ginger.
You
I
won
called
that.
it.
I said I always forget he's a
Me
ginger.
too. When I said the ginger comment, then I looked. I was like, oh
That's,
yeah.
I was trying to
I get
be
it in the beard.
politically correct, and you just fucked
He's
shit
one of
up.
the, he's the
Here's the
daywalker
thing:
ginger.
the lights
the
go
good
out,
kind.
married or not. The first thing I would not think about is touching anyone.
I know.
What,
I'm
run
like,
out?
I'd be like, why did the lights go
No,
out?
I'd be like, "Where's the weed? Where's the money? Let me get out of here."
I'd
Where's
be
the
like,
weed?
I have a
That sounds
flashlight.
like a thing. Where's the weed?
Oh,
Where's the money?
but
Let me
then-
hold my milk carton.
But
I'll
then,
hold my milk
after
very
the
close
lights
to
would come
me.
back on, I'd come back in and I'd be like, "Hey, you guys, you gotta hold your stuff close to you," and it would be a lesson learned, just like the drink lesson.
How do you
Don't
know I
leave
would have
your
grabbed my
drink.
shit and ran out
Here's-
way before you?
here's the
But then you
scenario I
wouldn't
see.
be a lesson that I would be.
I said run.
Listen.
Like,
You
take
said
the
where's the money? Where's the weed?
mic.
I just said run.
Hey, check this out.
Look, my milk.
The
look.
lights go off, right?
Gone.
I'll be like, oh, the lights
I
are
was
out.
gonna tackle
You're dark, and
Nick.
you just hear the lighter. Serafina smoking.
It's cool. I got life.
The lights are out.
It's gonna go out for a little bit. It's
It's
gonna
like a little
dim.
glow.
It's gonna dim, and then you're gonna get it back. Hold on.
Like I don't even trip. I don't even trip. I'm like, oh, what? Didn't even notice.
Perfect.
Do you guys not all have flashlights in your pockets?
I got
Yeah, I
a
do.
phone.
I've got a phone. That's a flashlight.
If it dies,
We do.
your
The answer
phone.
is yes.
I actually have great night
I got
vision.
22% of light.
Touch me.
Hey, I got 22% of light, which means I got like 10% of light because then I'm having to turn
All
my
right,
phone
that's,
on airplane.
that's beautiful. How long have we been recording, guys? I don't want to.
Too long.
No.
49 minutes
There's
and
nothing such
36
much.
seconds.
This is just too long.
Don't rush me.
Can I say one thing that is pissing me off right now?
Please.
Hell yeah.
Is I bought an iPhone 5 SE, which is an iPhone 5 with the guts of a 6, less than a year.
5C is a color.
Sony guts.
No,
Sony
SE.
guts.
Oh, SE.
With the guts of a 6. That's what
Okay.
they told me.
Yeah.
And I updated it, and since I updated it, the phone is like barely working.
Oh no no
And
no!
it's-
We're gonna fucking. I'm sorry, I'm gonna interrupt you because I'm so angry about this. Let's fucking tell Apple
Is
right
your
now. They're
working?
bitches. No, I updated my fucking stupid
Does yours
phone.
do this? Or mine keeps like.
Describe what it's doing.
Yeah, which phone?
So
And which phone do you have? Mel. Which version?
I
of
got the
iPhone do
fucking
you?
7 Plus.
Yeah, well the 8 and the 10 just came out, so fuck you guys. Your phones are old.
They put out software that
Yeah, they-
hardware can't keep up with.
yeah, and they do it on purpose.
Of course.
So
But
they're about to- so we're
Androids
about
do
to bounce
it
on
too.
them.
I just went in
To
to
Android.
T-Mobile and
All-
they said the Samsungs
All
do
places,
it too.
all places
do,
do that,
they do.
but that's a selling point. All things do things.
They do. The difference with an Android though is if you really wanted to,
can get
it's
in there and
complete.
mess it
It's
up.
completely open source, so you can get in there and if you know what you're doing, or if you know someone that knows what they're doing, they can fix all
See,
those
this is
fucking
what
settings.
it's
for
How
you.
about this? We
Yeah,
should just
wouldn't you
fuck
like
them.
to go back before
My
you can
LG works
uninstall that
great.
update? Then your
Yes.
phone would be great.
And you can't do
You
it.
can't.
No,
but
you
if
can't.
you if and
Well,
this phone you could.
unless I do it, no, I can
Well, you
if I
could.
plug it into my computer and do the last.
Yeah, if you have a restore date, you
That's
definitely
what I
can,
would do,
yeah.
and then wait because that update might
Yeah.
just have bugs in it. So that could fix itself, or if you want it normal, I'd go back before it, and then
That's
like-
that's a
it's
good
really
first test
bad.
though. Yeah, that's a good first test. Is if you've got a backup date from close to when you last restored or when the update happened, just go back to that.
yeah, Apple, step your shit up.
But
Faggots.
if I have,
No, let's just fucking
Hey.
buy walkie-talkies. All of
what
us
if
are
I
gonna-
have?
Yo, we're all close enough.
They know
to,
what I mean.
Honestly, we're all close enough to communicate via walkie-talkie. Like social media, fuck it, we'll just do it at home, but we can't because then we won't get out there. Man, we're fucking lost in the world.
It's dumb.
They hate us all.
I have a warranty on this phone. If it's not working, don't they have to give me a functioning phone?
No, because
Like, I
it's your
paid
system. You gotta
fucked
buy
up
the
money
fucking
for it.
thousands
Maybe.
dollars one.
If it's still under warranty, then trade it in. Get a
Maybe,
different one.
but
Get-
you do have a 5,
Maybe
and
get
they're
one
on
with the
10
7
now.
guts.
Like
That's true
it's
too.
at some point it's
If
like
they're
it's
gonna sell something to me that's gonna be obsolete in a year, then they need to tell, or less than a year. They need to tell me that. I just
that's
don't.
technology. Like you should already know that when you buy a phone
It's
or
like
a
buying
computer.
a
or
Less
anything.
than a year?
It's as is.
Yeah.
Y'all need to
As-
suck my dick.
as-
I know,
Soon-
that's what I'm saying, man. Get the Google phone.
As soon as it
Welcome
as
to the wonderful
Andy
world
has
of
the Google phone,
planned
I might do it.
obsolescence.
Oh, I'm so jealous. No, I'm serious. I think the Google phone's probably
He
the way
loves
to
it.
go. That's why I won't get a fucking implant. Then 2 years later, oh, you gotta get the new one. All this head surgery is gonna be expensive.
Is Michael Vick your neighbor?
Yes.
No, those sound like happy dogs.
It did for a minute.
No.
That's what
speaking-
dogs sound
like,
when they have fun.
There's a siren in this neighborhood. I'm gonna put it on the. Oh shit.
That's so
I'm gonna put it on the Instagram when it happens and I'm home. Like one siren will go off and then all of a sudden you hear like a couple dogs and then just the whole neighborhood starts
What kind of siren?
screaming. Any kind of siren.
Oh, just if one passes?
Yeah, and these
Oh.
dogs are barking not like they are barking like they're getting their stomachs ripped out of their buttholes. Like they
These
are
dogs that we're hearing now.
the whole neighborhood. Like 27 more.
That's
dogs.
how they would die, though.
What?
I
you
think
friends
dogs
with any
start
of
with
the
eating
dog
the
owners?
butthole.
You're in a
Huh?
Are you
29
friends
dog
with any of the
neighborhood?
dog owners?
But it's just like one dog sets them all. I don't know what
Yeah, they
happened.
all
Yeah, it's a
But
domino. Yeah, it's a domino effect.
But
It's
there's a
it's
lot
a
of-
roll call.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What
What
is
did
the
you say,
dogs
Nick?
at? Woo, woo, woo. I mean,
What did you
know,
say?
You don't want to be
You
that
You
dog.
said it's who let the dogs out.
Yeah.
You said where the dogs
where the
at.
dogs-
I still can't hear you.
You know what? I'm old. That
That's the
shit
Puerto
was-
Rican version,
No,
dude.
that's the
Translation's
old. That's
fucking
the mom
old.
version. I'm Mila's
Can't
mom
find
now. Moms do dumb shit like that.
It's
You know,
okay.
like.
Yeah, don't blame it on that.
No, I am gonna blame
Yeah,
it on
it's
that.
it's
'cause
only
I'm old.
yeah,
Who let the dogs
just a couple
out?
years. That's,
Dude,
you've only been doing dumb shit for a couple years.
No, say like not knowing who let the dogs out. That was dumb. That was like that's like a parent joke.
So
For real.
I have a fun story about who let the dogs out. Right before I moved to California, the last couple of months I was at in Vermont. I finally got married. I graduated from college. All my commitments were going away. I only worked at this one bar.
He was 19.
You got married and your commitments
He
went
was
away?
19 at the
I'm
time.
kind of confused about that.
Well, I meant like the things I was planning. Like I was planning that wedding for a long time. Like the minute by minute kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then so once that all went away, I had like a couple months where I just kind of got to hang out with my friends at the bar back home and just drink with them all the time. And the way that I'd announced that I was like coming in was they had the Touch Tunes jukebox thing. And with the Touch Tunes, they had an app, and so you could hit songs like from a distance, and no one would ever use that thing. So whenever I'd hit it, it would start the second I would hit it. So right as I'd hit play, I'd always hit "Who Let the Dogs Out" because that song starts immediately. There's no like intro. It just "Who let the dogs." It's like it goes right into it. I would just do it just to drive everyone insane. So I did that for like 2 months. And the funny thing was, after I left, I kept getting texts from people because other people like carried it on after I left just to fuck with the bar itself. So like I was in California or like driving here, and I get texts like, "Dude, stop fucking playing this song! Like, stop it."
Dude, I used to punk the bar Timmy Nolan's in Burbank all the time. My building was right by there, and I would just fucking pay for songs all the time. Like, fuck it. Like,
Your
just start...
building? Like, you owned a building?
No, I worked in a building.
Oh.
They owned me. This place that owned me, no, it was a fun place, but there was a bar near there, and yeah, I had the app, and I would just play fucking shitty songs when I was in bad moods, and just ruin that bar's time, you know. Or sometimes I would just play Macho Man by the fucking Village People like 12 times in a row, because I think that'll make anyone have fun.
Macho.
Yeah, maybe not the first 11, but when you play it 12 times, definitely. There's
That's
no
when
way you
shirts
get.
come off.
Yeah, there's no way you make it 12 times into Macho Man without having a good time. I mean, that's a good. That's got to be a good 36 minutes, 48 minutes, right
and
there.
And then they hate it all up until the 6th one.
See, a smart move would have been like to put like
Okay,
2 in the middle or
now
something.
I have to go
but I
to
didn't.
Gabe's
I just
tonight
play
and
it.
play "Who Let the Dogs Out." I'm gonna do it. I'm going to the bar because like I hate those.
Brought to you by
Wednesday
Gabe's.
No, I'm gonna be at your place. I'm gonna be at your
You
show.
go to
Yeah,
jukebox.
I don't fucking have shit to do today. I ain't got nobody telling me what I can and
You
can't
guys,
do.
let's focus over here. Huh?
Sorry,
Oh.
It's okay.
we get
were having
distracted.
a
I know. I was just trying to remind
We have
you
a
not to.
connection.
Look at
you
that
know?
kitty cat on her lap. How
Okay,
could you
well,
not
come
be?
on, people, talk to us. Say something. You say
I
something.
am.
Do it.
I will. Don't. You're testing me to say something?
Test
I
it.
I
will.
think she double dog dare you.
Well,
just
you
about.
know, I don't. I cower in situations like this, so I won't. No, but seriously, we got to keep the podcast on track. I'll murder you. No,
I mean, when we got look.
So do you guys have go-to songs on the jukebox?
Hell
Oh,
no.
I do, and
Mine
everyone.
do.
the fuck's a
I
jukebox?
always have like long songs that I like to pick because I don't want to hear other people's
Oh
shitty
no, because
music.
you're fucking cheap and you want
So-
the bang for your buck
No,
ass
stop.
fool. Hate you.
Because you're
Your
gonna hear the
7-minute
whole
song.
Freebird solo, man.
No.
Good thing on the bartender because I fucking
But the
button
difference
your
is
ass. Quit.
I like good metal, so I like to play either Sanitarium by Metallica.
Too long. That's not
My
Or
jukebox
metal.
doesn't have that.
It's a great album.
Pink Floyd. Are you gonna say fucking Pink Floyd? You gonna say
No. I was gonna say Iron Maiden,
Always too long.
Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner.
I mean, see, those are good songs. Shine Bright, You
Yeah, but
Crazy
what about those
Diamond.
assholes that do
I
that
mean,
shit in
I can't.
karaoke? And then you have like a
don't do
fucking
karaoke.
72 bar measure break.
Yeah.
Just like, okay.
I don't do karaoke in the bar that I
And they
go
don't
to.
even.
Everybody that
they
does
don't even air-
karaoke.
They don't even
It's
air
all
guitar
right,
it.
baby.
Yeah.
I don't know, the bar that I
I
go
fuck
to,
with
everybody
that.
that does karaoke is really good, so it's like a fucking American Idol that's good, like a great American Idol to watch. Because I really want to I want to be, you know, the bad guy, Simon, but they're all really great, so
Oh, I
they
heard
make
that
me
guy
Paula.
I heard that guy Simon. He just he fainted and got like hospitalized. I think he fell down some stairs, much like Serafina.
Aw.
Yeah.
Really?
So yeah, I heard that guy's in the hospital right now.
Oh, speaking of
That's sad.
karaoke, I was singing "Baby Got Back,"
Of course you were.
and
To your husband and his fine
fucking
ass.
killing it, by the way. But it's a long ass
Holy
song.
shit,
Is that how
that's
you
the
fell
best
down the
ass.
stairs?
Huh?
Is that how you fell down the stairs?
No.
He backed it up too
Same
hard.
night though. But
Serafina's a fan of those Polish
so
asses.
right when it's over, like towards the end, my friend comes up to me and he goes like, "You know, everyone's hating this right now," and I was like, "Oh wow, that's real shitty of you to say that."
Was it true though?
No, I mean, it's just because it's a long song, and really what it was he wanted to hurry up and sing his song.
What was his
but
song?
if someone hated it and you want to tell me not to sing that song again, do it later. Like, why are you gonna come up while I'm singing it? Like, that is so rude and selfish. He ended up
Damn,
apologizing.
Hell
so
yeah.
thank you for apologizing.
Should have thrown him down the stairs.
But
Yeah, maybe
but
she
yeah, it was just like real shitty.
He
It's like,
grabbed her
oh, I'm
shirt right
excited
before
to
he
be
fell.
here, back from like not drinking all night and like trying to catch up with everybody, and then just get shit talked to immediately.
I know. How long is that song? I can't imagine it's over.
It
5
is
minutes.
long. It is long, and I almost like I was like gonna put it in, but it's a long ass song.
What song did he do?
A million I'd left. I went to go smoke cigarettes.
Ugh,
After that,
good
you gotta
choice.
smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Any more thug rules, Melania?
Yeah, can you leave us with a thug roll?
I'll never tell.
Dude, that was creepy.
Yeah,
That was
snitches
creepy
get
as fuck.
stitches,
So
fool.
creepy, man.
I got this little like raspy voice thing going on.
What is it? It's not for giving head because you don't
I
do
don't
that.
fucking like that shit. It's bad.
It's
So
bad?
It's not
I would-
bad.
I would- I would argue
That's just the selfish
differently.
bitch in
Yeah.
me. Not that. It's not bad.
I would argue that you're a
It's
selfish
not
lover.
fun. It's not okay. It's fun. Like I said, when I'm all porn star drunk and I'm like, oh, let me see what I can.
I'm the
do.
same way.
You know, let
Yeah,
me just
then I'm
see-
like, I'll
let
do
me
it,
use
but
my
then
skills and
if
get
it's
you
a
on the
Monday, I
top.
ain't fucking sucking your dick. Get out of here.
That's not love.
Nah, I'm the boss. That's what that is. Maybe you're just the boss in your relationship, but I'm the boss of mine. Yeah, you heard that right, Mister.
I have an equal relationship.
God damn. You're like, you eat my pussy and shut up. Give me the remote.
He likes it. I drink lots of pineapple juice. Girls, do it.
Man, they're just taking all of our shit. That's a guy thing.
Yeah, you're supposed to.
Anyways,
Pineapple
it's
juice.
a gender
I guess
Oh, God.
evolved.
I guess
Take
that's
your
equality.
pineapple juice
Yeah.
back,
Everyone
Michelle.
can have pineapple juice now.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's gonna make it extra sticky. I'm gonna have to peel that shit open extra hard
I'm
now.
sorry. What is your fucking fruity
It's
ass
that
drinking
fucking
pineapple
dole
juice
pussy.
with? Your fucking pina colada?
No, I just take a shot every morning. Like a gentleman.
Like a cayenne shot?
No. What?
You know
A
what? I
cayenne
think we
shot?
should.
I take a
honestly,
fucking
I
Viagra
think, look,
and a shot of
I think
pineapple
we should
juice
fucking
every
wrap
fucking
this
morning.
Shit up so we could go do some comedy, bitches.
No, I think that's a good idea, but yeah, no, you're right. We should. Anyone else want to say anything? Nothing? Something or
I
anything?
bitched about my phone and I'm good.
I think it.
That's
I
it?
think
You got that off your chest?
phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's making me mad.
You gotta get
Well,
a
it
new
reminds
phone.
me of my friend. The same thing happened to him, and he went in and he switched to an Android. But what
Smart
he did
move.
is he broke his phone in front of them, like
Why?
in half, because he was so mad.
You can do that and then they reward you.
No, they didn't. He had to pay for a new phone.
I say
He
if
was
you really-
mad.
Then what did
I would
what
get
did
that
they, he
Google-
really get out of that?
Verizon.
Dude,
so
I
I'm
would
pretty
get that
that's
He
Google
what
got a
they're
good
aiming for.
Facebook post out of it, and I'm sure it felt good.
Did he take a picture of the
To
broken
shock
phone
him,
with
yeah.
the new phone? Now that's
Yeah.
thug. He like waited till they helped him program his.
He
new
was
phone.
filming it the whole time. It was live. And the screen shattered. He's like, it still works. This phone's garbage. And that's how it goes. No, but I would seriously get that Google phone, man. I heard those things are the shit.
They're like $700. What the fuck?
That's cheaper than an iPhone. Maybe not the one with the iPhone guts. 6 guts. I would just get the phone with the right guts in it.
Yeah.
That's a good step right there. Don't get the souped up one. You know, that's like buying the Honda with the neon lights under it.
Oh God!
Doesn't make it
Do
go
not.
faster.
That's not true.
It doesn't?
No, it doesn't.
Fuck, man.
I'm sorry to bust that myth here, but it doesn't make your car go fast.
Looks cooler though.
Yeah, that's for sure. Especially when you're on mushrooms and driving around. Ooh, Mario Karting. It's like leaving streaks. This is so my friends can
You
follow
hear
me.
that?
Yeah,
There's
it
the
sounds like it's
neighbor.
going down, dude. War's happening.
What is that?
I don't know, but let's sign off, huh?
It for
Yeah.
sure sounds like
This
we're
has
all
been a
about to
mature
kill each
adult
other.
time. I'm Arthur Dandis.
Now see.
Eric Kaz.
Serafina, can't stand ya.
Hey, Nickel Hersky.
Oh, bye.
Bye.
Buh.
Check us out.
Bye.
Did you like that?
That was amazing.